The Ice Bucket Challenge is back, but not everyone's cheering. It's freezing, it's viral, and now it's controversial. Back in 2014, the Ice Bucket Challenge was more than just a meme. It was a global wave of awareness that raised over $115 million for ALS research. Celebrities, politicians, and everyday people dumped icy water on their heads and dared others to do the same, all in the name of a brutal disease with no cure. ALS, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease. Fast forward to 2025. The challenge has returned, but this time it's not about ALS. This new wave of the Ice Bucket Challenge has been rebranded to promote mental health awareness, launched by students at the University of South Carolina. While some are celebrating the revival, critics, especially those living with ALS, are speaking out. So what's really going on? Is this a heartwarming revival of a powerful idea, or a disrespectful misstep that forgets those still fighting a deadly disease? Let's break it down. From viral stunt to life-saving fundraiser. It wasn't just a trend, it was hope in a bucket of ice. In 2014, the Ice Bucket Challenge wasn't meant to go viral. It started with 3 men, Anthony Sinerkia, Pete Fradas, and Pat Quinn, all living with ALS. Their goal? Raise awareness for a disease most people had never even heard of. In just a few months, it became a global phenomenon, helping the ALS Association raise over $115 million in the US alone. The challenge was simple. Dump a bucket of ice water over your head. Donate to ALS research. Challenge others to do the same. The world got drenched. The ALS community got attention. But a decade later, many are asking, what happened to all that momentum? The 2025 Reboot. A new cause. A familiar method. Same water, new message. But did they forget the original one? This year, students at the University of South Carolina reignited the trend, this time aiming to support mental health awareness. They called it the Speak Your Mind Ice Bucket Challenge and partnered with the nonprofit Active Minds, raising on over $340,000 as of late April 2025. On the surface, it's inspiring. A new generation using creativity to support a cause that deeply matters. But here's the problem. Nowhere in the campaign is ALS mentioned. Not in the videos, not in the promotions, not in the messaging. And that's where things got icy, fast. The ALS community responds. This is erasure. We're not asking for a copyright. We're asking not to be forgotten. Content creators and advocates living with ALS like Brooke Eby, aka @LimpBruskit, didn't stay silent. In one viral video, Eby stared straight into the camera, overlaid with this chilling message. Watching people steal the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge for a different cause when ALS still doesn't have a cure and is 100% fatal. Fuming. For her and many others, this isn't about gatekeeping a trend. It's about not erasing the only time ALS was truly in the spotlight. She points out that despite the $115 million raised, ALS is still 100% fatal, often undiagnosed for 18 to 24 months, lacking effective treatment. I think people like me who are actively dying from this disease are concerned that rebranding the Ice Bucket Challenge will erase one of the only times ALS was a household name. For many, the pain isn't just from the cold water, it's from the cold truth. The world moved on, but the disease didn't. What happened to the $115 million? We raised the money, so why are people still dying the same way? Indu Navar, founder of Everything ALS, has a personal stake. Her husband died of ALS at 50, 5 years after. The original Ice Bucket Challenge brought it into the spotlight. She remembers telling him, "There was the Ice Bucket Challenge, remember? I'm sure you're not going to die. There should be some solution." But there wasn't, and still isn't. Navar believes the massive donation wave from 2014 wasn't used effectively. Despite the influx of funds, no cure has been found, and no major treatment breakthroughs have changed the grim trajectory for patients. We can keep feeling good about activity, but activity does not form results. Her criticism isn't just about the 2025 rebrand. It's a deeper frustration at the lack of progress, and the fear that even the memory of the Ice Bucket Challenge might fade if it's rebranded without context. Can both causes coexist? Is this theft or evolution? Not everyone in the ALS community is angry. Navarre, for instance, says, "I think it's cool they used it for a different cause. Maybe it becomes a platform for all the diseases." Her view? The Ice Bucket Challenge might not belong to one group anymore. It might be a universal format for activism and awareness. But EB and others disagree. They're not against supporting mental health. They just want credit where it's due, and a space where ALS isn't forgotten. I would have loved to see the university acknowledge where this trend started to educate their students. That's the heart of the controversy. Can we respect the original purpose of a movement while still evolving it for new causes? Or does changing its meaning erase the progress that was once made? And from ice-cold to thought-provoking, where do you stand? It started with a bucket, but now it's about more than that. The Ice Bucket Challenge in 2025 is no longer just a trend. It's a conversation about ownership, legacy, and progress. Should causes be allowed to rebrand old campaigns? Can two important movements, ALS awareness and mental health advocacy, share the same stage? And most importantly, are we doing enough for the people still battling ALS every day? Let's talk about it. If this video made you think, or made you feel, don't scroll away just yet. Like. If you believe awareness should never come at the cost of another cause, comment. With your thoughts, do you support the rebranding, or do you stand with the ALS community? Share this with a friend who remembers the original challenge. And subscribe for more deep dives on trending stories that matter. And if you've been affected by ALS or mental health struggles, our hearts are with you. Until next time, stay kind, stay aware, and stay curious.